This is RadioFire.com. I go by the name of Diamond K, and I'm joined by the lovely Mrs. Sweet Tea. How you doing?
Awesome.
All right. So, first of all, how was your week?
My week was great.
All right. So, anything interesting happened to you on your way here? Maybe.
Oh, I got pulled over
All right. So
by the Baltimore City Police.
Baltimore City's finest.
Yes.
Pulled you over for what?
I think that they thought I was a white woman driving in the car, and I think that him and his homeboy that he was posted up with was like, "Did you see that babe just drive past? Let me pull her over. Oh, look, her brake lights is out when she stopped. Oh, let me just pull her over." And when he pulled me over, far and behold, it was a light-skinned blonde woman. No, you will not be getting a number today.
So you think that that he pulled you over because he was attracted to you?
Yes, because I have tinted windows, and all he saw was white blonde hair, light skin. I can pass for a white woman with a tan.
Okay.
He didn't see my son in the back seat.
Okay.
He pulled me over like after I passed him like 5 minutes ago. So he like chased me down.
Where, like, what area did you get pulled over?
On Charles Street. But I passed him like by the Burger King.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, they
Right.
they hang right around there.
Right.
They hang right around there.
Exactly.
All right. So but everything was okay. You were able to make it here, so everything was okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on in the news.
Mm-hmm.
That I want to talk about. But before we go into like news.
We're gonna do local news. Baltimore community news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have talked about Pastor Jamal Bryant quite a bit and his antics.
Uh-huh.
So there was a video that surfaced where PFK Boom, in my opinion, disrespected Jamal Bryant.
Right. AKA DMX.
As a man, he disrespected him.
Yeah.
Because he felt disrespected. So I don't want to say that he just disrespected him without any.
I don't know why he felt disrespected, but yeah.
No, there was a reason. There was a reason.
Jamal did not like come out and just disrespect him personally.
No, he did not.
But he act like he did.
Well, he treated him like, he treated
slapped
him.
his mother.
He treated him like that. Yeah.
Yes.
And so the video got some spins, got some play.
A lot of play.
And the two have since reconciled.
Of course.
And they have made up. Who said that black men can't squash beef?
What a beautiful thing.
Wonderful. Now, a lot of the things they may have addressed it behind the scenes, but the energy level. Do you remember the energy level?
The anger.
The anger
Yes.
that PFK Boom had.
It was so much. I couldn't watch it. I only watched 30 seconds of it. That's how much energy and anger he had in this video.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so they had some conflict resolution that was set up by Minister Carlos Muhammad of the Nation of Islam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bean pie, my sister. Okay.
That's wrong.
I love bean pies though. Bean pies are amazing.
What do it taste like? Beans?
It's like sweet potatoes, but kind of. Yeah, it's like sweet potatoes. Yeah.
Like bush beans?
No, like sweet potato pie.
Then why they call it bean pie?
Because they use beans instead of sweet potatoes.
Bush beans or Campbell beans?
Neither.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So, but like I said, so they had some conflict resolution hosted by the Nation of Islam. So Jamal Bryant was there. PFK Boom was there. Minister Carlos Muhammad was there. Shy Lady Heron was there, and we just call it Shy. And Big Wolf of the 300 Gangsters.
Not men, but gangsters.
Yes, those are different people.
Those are different people. You gotta let the public know.
Well, I'm sorry. So I definitely think that there is a need to what they did, and coming together after something of that magnitude. I think that was good. I think it was good for them to come together in that way. Do you? Yay, nay?
I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah.
Good for the city. Now, during the altercation, Jamal Bryant did not have a lot to say. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty chill. A lot of people said he was punked out, right? He walked away.
Like he should have.
I mean, how could you have handled that situation? He was outnumbered.
Right.
He was, it caught him slipping, I guess. and he walked away. Right. So, did you expect Jamal Bryant to leave Baltimore?
No. Did
you expect Jamal Bryant not to come around his way anymore?
I don't think he wants to come around that way, but
okay. And so
I don't think he was like, oh man, I can't go down there.
I really wanted to be in the hood. Right. So less than a week later,
you're right,
or maybe about a week later, they get together and have a meeting of the minds.
Meeting of the
minds. And during this meeting, the tables turn. No longer was PFK Boom DMX. No, he was no longer DMX. Do you have another example of who PFK Boom was?
Tevin Campbell.
Man. All right, I don't know if I would go that far as to say Tevin Campbell, but I do want to say that cooler heads prevailed, and it wasn't the barking and all that wasn't there. But this was a little bit different. And if you have not had a chance to hear the difference, let's get into the clip first, and let's listen to the good pastor, good pastor. Talk about
do not know. This is PFK Boom, and I am Jamal Bryant. 1 week ago, we were just 3 miles away from here, right outside of Gilmore Homes, and Brother PFK Boom and I had an altercation, and we came together today as men. Saying that we had a responsibility for a whole nother generation that's coming behind us on how do you resolve your differences. Let me say before we go forward that we do not agree on everything. We do not share the same belief on everything. What we do know is that we are stronger together than we are separated. I want to pause and allow my brother to speak, and after he would have spoken, then I'll introduce our minister, who was really the bridge builder. And then you gonna talk or you're not gonna talk today? He gonna talk something. Let me hear from my dear brother.
First of all, thank all that's watching. At the responsibility that one needs to take as leaders. That's what Mr. Brown and myself are. When you make a decision, good or bad, and you see that it does affect a lot of people, and as of last Wednesday, of course, PFK Nation and many other nations, 300 Gangsters and us, seeing the negative effect of last Wednesday that was not only affecting us personally, but it was affecting our community of Baltimore City as a whole.
Affecting us
disenfranchisement of people feeling a certain way to the left and people feeling a certain way to the right. Again, we as both men have a responsibility that once something come out of the conflict of us, we got to take initiative of that. This is for the city right here. This right here, this is a healing that one can see. Same way we did it on a big scale of 2 million. That maybe we could use this, and we hope that it is used. That the same indifference that is on these communities and in some of these homes. And as we see it right now, we got to sit down so we could actually use this. And man, Mr. Jamal, to be, of course, the sacrifices or whatever may come from it, but as the whole and beginning and result is the unity of understanding, and roads can be different, but we can go down the same lane and get things done. This month for you, Baltimore, I take a hit if it calls for my city to get healed from whatever side, mine or his. Call it down, cool it down. Boom for Baltimore. I love y'all.
This show.
Okay, so we heard that. So we heard a different PFK Boom there.
They diluted the boom.
Yeah, it was like before it was PFK Boom.
Right.
Now it's like PFK. No, I mean we're making fun, but my thing is that I am glad that they were able to come together. Now I've read a lot into that. His voice, his inflections was totally different.
Right. Let's be honest, Boom. Like, who put you in the room and sat you down and told you like that was not a good look, brother? Someone sat you down. You probably still have all those feelings still built up, but someone sat you down and said that we can't do it this way.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look. And he's definitely, looking at it different.
Somebody hit their hand and was like, that was naughty. He was a bad boy.
Now, Jamal Bryant set the tone in the conversation. Jamal Bryant took control of the conversation, and it was framed differently. Yes. And as we're going to hear in another clip, I say that Jamal Bryant flexed the muscle. Right? I'm going to say that Jamal Bryant.
Don't you come for the anointed.
I'm going to say that Jamal Bryant had a goon squad.
The sheep came out.
The sheep said, "You ain't talking to our pastor like that."
They probably went down there.
They probably rolled up on him. They say the pastor can't come down here,
but we can.
Okay, we coming down here to see
you. The Bible. Say to drop out the
Bible. They right. They drove by in the church van. The sister was like, "Roll that window down."
Where the boom at?
Be like, "You PFK Boom."
We come to shut you
like,
down.
Who asking, nigga?
The sheep.
The sheep coming through, nigga. Oh man. Applaud the sheep.
They gangsters.
The sheep shook up the world. The sheep shook up the world. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. I needed that. Okay. No, but seriously, in the video, the original video, PFK Boom questioned Pastor Jamal Bryant's credentials, asking why he hadn't gotten involved in the, the protesting of the death of Tyrone West. And his death happened in police custody. Now, everyone allegedly saw the negative effect of it. I don't think it was that negative, and let me tell you why. Because you were able to bring people together that would not normally have come together. And of course, we're poking fun because that's what we do. But in all seriousness, I don't think it was negative. I think it was good. It was good to raise awareness. I think it brought more awareness to Tyrone West. I think it brought more awareness to PFK Boom's cause. The 300 Gangsters, which you weren't aware of before now.
Right.
And Shaw Lady Heron, I've had a chance to sit down with her before with Mainism. And so I met her with him before. And so, I'd already been familiar with her. But I think this was a good promotional vehicle, maybe, for them. People know Jamal Bryant already.
Right. Now the community will know all these people.
Now, I'm going to say that Jamal Bryant, behind the scenes, he did something. Because behind the scenes, something happened. There was a lot of little innuendos in there.
Right.
And when we go into this next clip, when they talk about how they're going to work together, he does more. And I see what happened, and I'm going to tell you what happened and how it negatively affected PFK Boom. Now he's still an activist. He's still doing his thing. He said Boom Nation, and I'm sure that is alive. I'm sure he's able to get more people on board. He cares about Baltimore, which is good. But something happened. Something happened there, and I want to talk about it. So they have announced that they're working together, but I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let Jamal Bryant tell you how they're going to come together and work on what they have. So here, let's go into this next.
Speak on it, Pastor.
Let's go into this next clip here. Jamal Bryant.
He represent one, I'm representing another. It was important for us that this was not just talk. We didn't want a dog and pony show, but we wanted to show a real solidarity and strength. We are all committed of bringing the murder rate down in the city of Baltimore, keeping our community safe. And the first thing that we're going to do together, somebody keeps asking if PFK Boom is a gang. It's one person. He's an army of one, just one Negro that we had to reel in. He thinks he's a gang in his head, but we've come together, PFK Boom, the Nation of Islam, the 300 gangsters. Sister, what's the name of the organization? Sword Nation. You're going to hear from our sister. She's the best looking person in the room and the smartest one in the room.
Well,
She's going to talk last. But we're coming together as one group on July the 4th. July the 4th, Frederick Douglass raised the question, what is the 4th of July? How are we independent when we're still bound? And so the streets and the sanctuary are meeting under the bridge 83 to feed the homeless on that day. So all of those who are disadvantaged and find themselves, it doesn't matter whether you're Islam, whether you're Christian, whether you're a gangster, or whether you're independent, if you're in need of food, we're going to feed you all day long. We need volunteers to come meet us there. Those of you that want to, thank you. We need volunteers to bring us there, even those of you who want to bring food, but the community has come together. We will never be successful divided. We will only find Baltimore healed when we come together. And so that's
all right. So that was the very good Pastor Jamal Bryant. Yeah. All right. So I took a lot from that. Here's the thing. He said we had to reel him in. He threw that little thing. He thinks he's a gangster, but he's just a nation of one. That was some slick talk right there. That was a way of politely saying we rolled up on him. And he's not as deep as he thought he was. I mean, come on, everybody. You can't see that? You see that? Did you see how he tried to be slick there?
And all those people that he think he has is
right
on his head.
Yeah. and you know, so that was interesting there. He also took the moment to say, this Negro, he called him a Negro for Jamal Bryant. That was shade. Yes. He was on some slick stuff, but
open them blinds up.
Right. Yeah, that was a little extra. But one thing that I also noticed is that they didn't really address why this situation happened. They just said we got to come together.
We're coming together.
Yeah, and maybe they had some of these discussions privately, and they didn't put all that stuff out there. But also in the room, Shy Lady Heron in the room. Does it sound crazy calling her Shy Lady Heron? But Shy Lady Heron in the room, and the exchange, just his exchange with women is always awkward to me. That was just awkward. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. But also in the room, Big Wolf of 300 Gangsters. They have a clothing line. And they also talked about Jamal Bryant and him had some issue. Jamal Bryant said that at one time Big Wolf was trying to kill him.
He's being honest.
And he's not being honest.
Yeah, I think he's being very honest.
We'll be cool now. You know, we'll be cool now.
He had to throw some holy water on that brother.
And Carlos Muhammad of the Nation of Islam, follower of Minister Farrakhan. So, you know, it was nice that they did this. And I don't think that the actual issues have been addressed. Does this mean that Pastor Jamal Bryant is going to help in the protest of Tyrone West's death? I don't think so. Maybe they will. I don't know. He's just saying, if I don't you open your mouth and say nothing about me. That's what he said. The pastor said. Yeah. And so with that being said, the good part that came out of this meeting, this part that I really, really like, is that they, on July 4th, 2016, they're gonna all join forces and feed the homeless. This date as homage, they say, to a Frederick Douglass speech, the meaning of the July 4th for the Negro. Feed the homeless under the bridge. Of course, that's what the meaning is. Gotta be. And so he's saying, basically, Frederick Douglass was saying, how can this be Independence Day if we're still enslaved? Which, at that time, makes sense. Kind of hypocritical, right?
How many times are everybody going to feed the homeless, though?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
How many times people think that doing great things is feeding the homeless? They're not hungry.
Who's not hungry?
The homeless people, they're not hungry.
What do you mean the homeless people are now?
They eat every day, and if they don't eat every day, they eat the next day. The homeless people are not hungry. When's the last time you heard on the news a homeless person died of starvation? Exactly. Never. They eat. So
Okay.
y'all going down there to feed the homeless. Okay. Yay, whoopee. Like, I'm not impressed. Like, do something else. Like, you think that coming together and feeding the homeless that's not really hungry is going to justify what's all that's going on? Like, no.
Homeless
die of being cold. Homeless die of being too hot, but they never die of starvation.
While I don't know the stats on that, I will say that if they don't die of starvation, they can die of malnutrition.
They don't.
They're not eating the right foods.
They don't. I've never seen on the news that, we found a dead homeless person who died of starvation.
I don't know about that. So you don't think that feeding the homeless is a good idea?
No, they could have done something else.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I always think that feeding the homeless is a good idea. Now, I don't think that that's the only solution. I think that we should.
They could have came up with a better idea, a bolder, just great, like something that's not done before, like something great.
Why does it have to be something that's never been done before?
Because I'm tired of people thinking like, yay, we fed the homeless. And the homeless people don't hardly even show up. Like, what y'all coming down here to feed me for? Like, we little animals, little sheep or little dog. You just come down here. You just decided that you gonna come down to 83 and feed us.
So you think that it's like a pride thing?
It's not even a pride thing. It's just like, do something else. It's like
the homeless people need our support. I can't believe you.
The homeless people need our support.
Yes, absolutely.
How do you think they live day by day without us going down there and feeding them? They survive.
Barely.
How are they barely surviving?
T, you can't be serious.
What you mean I can't be serious?
Have you driven past Martin Luther King and
they doing good. They got tents. They make fires. They're doing great down there.
all right, I will say this. People are going to be mad at you in the comment section.
Why?
Because you're talking crazy.
Why? People choose to be homeless. If you don't want to be homeless, then you don't have to be homeless. Point blank.
Okay. So we totally disagree on that. We totally disagree on
that.
that.
They should have done something like Stop the Violence concert, just something different, like.
And that stuff can still be done. It's just that that's what they chose to do. July 4th was a good cookout day, and
Get the
they're gonna be
Bloods
cooking
together,
out.
get the Crips together.
That's happened.
Get the guerrilla warfare, all them, get them together, sit down.
Black Guerrilla Family.
Black Guerrilla Family, whatever they are. I'm sorry, but get them all together and sit them down and tell them stop killing each other. Like, what does the homeless got got to do with what's going on today?
It's we have community
Sit your Baltimore
activists.
police officers down and tell them stop pulling people over and worry about doing real crime stuff. Shoot.
You
Sit them
are
down. This
in
is why they
rare.
beefing.
You are in
They
rare
beefing because
form.
they keep killing people in custody, correct?
You are. I mean that's definitely
Okay, so now they trying to shy away from the fact, let's go feed the homeless.
All right, so I want to say I have been very critical of Jamal Bryant, and this is not addressing his personal life.
Are you impressed?
I am actually impressed with the way that he handled the situation. It was very, very gangster. It was gangster.
He came through like Scarface.
He came through like, no, he didn't come through like Scarface. He came through like Don Corleone. Because Scarface did his own dirt.
Right.
Corleone sent somebody else.
Right.
So I respect that. But more importantly, Jamal Bryant concluded with this part. He said that one Baltimore, we're going to live together. We're going to serve together. We're going to love one another. Please, Baltimore, we all we got. Let's stay together. This summer, no killings, no death. Let's look out for one another. Nobody can, divide us, that type of thing. But at the end of the day, I think that feeding the homeless and doing that is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. And I think that we need to have more events like that. So, I'll give you the final word on this part.
Whatever.
Okay, there you have it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Your thoughts on the squashing of the beef, if it was beef, between Jamal Bryant and the activist PFK Boom. Also, the July 4th feeding of the homeless.
They're looking for volunteers.
They are looking for volunteers, so you can reach out to them.
Or you can bring them food.
Yeah, all of that.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cookout.
Yeah, so that's good. Do you want? Are you busy? You want to go down there? You want to pull up?
Yeah, we can pull up.
All right, we pull up. Hey, we pull up, and we will be speaking with all sheep that would like to talk with us. July 4th, we will be there. Okay. All right. So on to another topic. Animals are more important than humans.
You ain't know?
No, that's not true.
And some
That's a
animals
joke.
are more important
That's a
than
joke.
other animals.
People are more important than animals, okay?
Not if some people think that animals are people.
No. People are people. Animals, even though some people treat animals like people, animals are like the step down. You know what I'm saying? The step down. I am so tired of people acting like animals are higher on the food chain than people.
And some animals are higher than other animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you hit a dog, you can go to jail. You kill a dog, you can go to jail. You kill a cat, you just killed the cat.
Okay, that while that may be true, what brought this subject up first is that we all know the Cincinnati gorilla, Cincinnati Zoo, incident where the kid climbed into the, climbed over the gate, walked some river, whatever he did, fell, all that kind of stuff, right? But he fell down a hole, whatever. He ended up face to face with the gorilla. You said, you want to see the gorilla? Here's the daggone gorilla in your face, right? Now, some people online, I was arguing people online, arguing people in real life about why the gorilla had to be killed. He had to be killed. Now, I don't condone killing animals. Insects, yes, but not, except for rats and mice. But barring rats and mice.
And Asians believe in that too.
On that. In the instance where a human life is at stake, or the life of an animal, you have to kill the animal. This is a no-brainer to me. But why so many people feel like the animal is higher than the human?
They don't feel that way.
What do you mean?
They feel that the mother should have watched her son.
The mother should have watched her son.
And he would still be alive if she would have watched her son.
Okay, that is true. That part is true. But here's the thing. Kids are kids, right? I don't have any children, but back when I had a son, I lost him one time in the Patapsco flea market. Okay? His mother doesn't even know this. But let me say this. I had a stand in the Patapsco flea market where, sold my mixes, my mixtapes and stuff like that. And so I was there every week, right? Every Saturday and Sunday for many years. And sometimes I would bring, him to the flea market with me. And so we were near the food court, but not quite, but it's still like a whole nother area to get to before you get to the food court. One day he wandered off and went into the food court trying to get something.
How old was he around this time?
He was 3.
Okay.
And so 3 going on 4. And I realized that he was gone, and he hadn't been gone long. It was maybe 5 minutes. And I did not freak out because I'm a chill person. I knew he was walking this direction, and I asked somebody there. Some people said, I saw him right there. And so I walked in the direction of the food court. I checked the one room. He wasn't there. I go in the food court. I looked, didn't see him, checked the whole thing. Now, I didn't panic. I tried to get into the mind frame of the child. So he got spun around. So he went to the food court. He knew where the food court was, but he did not know how to get back. And so he got spun around in that room and didn't know whether to go right or left. He was supposed to come back and go left. He went right. So my thing was, he's not this way, he's this way. I walk around, I go in a circle, I find him. So the total time he was gone was probably about 10 minutes. 5 minutes before I realized he was gone, and 5 minutes for me to find him. All right. I found him. He was kind of leaned up against the wall, like squatting down type thing with your back against the wall and crying. And people were just walking past. Nobody's paying attention.
They weren't paying attention. They just wanted to mind their business. And that's terrible, because I know people saw that little boy going into that pit and they did not stop him. Yeah.
So, but my point is that I lost him momentarily. He walked away. He wandered off. And I decided that moment, I said, look, I wasn't mad at him or anything like that. It's okay. You're fine. I have to teach you how to walk around this place so you can find in case you do that again. And I told him how you can read the aisles, and the aisles had letters, and our letter, where we were and what our station was. And if you ever get lost, this is what you got to do, whatever. Boom. Did that. So, of course, later on, he walked off. He would walk off a lot. Walk around the whole place. Never got lost again. Was able to find his way back all the time. Boom. No problem. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. But boys walk off. Kids walk off. Stuff happens, right? No. Now, when he walked off, if he had fallen in a hole that the flea market had set up and just did not have the place properly set up, and he fell in a hole, that would have been partially my fault and partially the flea market's fault for not having the proper stuff.
It's not the zoo's fault.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah, but it's not.
This is partially the zoo's fault.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why was it not the zoo's fault?
It's been like that for the last 38 years.
Okay.
Just because one little badass child that you can't keep a hold of decided that he was going to go in the water. Like he said, he told his mother that he was getting in that water. He found a way to get in that water. So the zoo is not wrong. It's been like that for 38 years. It's the first incident in 38 years.
But here's the thing. Okay.
And where he fell at, like a adult can't get through there. And they're not thinking that someone's going to come to the zoo and can't keep a hold of their child. It's going to fall through this little tiny hole. They are not the babysitters.
They're not the babysitters, but they have a responsibility to make sure that the zoo is secure. If a 3-year-old boy can infiltrate the security of the gorilla, that shit ain't that secure.
Did you see how it was set up? And then he fell like 15 feet.
Yeah.
He should have like died or something.
No, kids can do stuff like that and just brush off. They're still growing. Their body's still kind of soft.
So she's lucky he fell in that gorilla pit and not was taken by a child molester.
Touche. Touche. Now, I feel as though you had the gorilla and you had the kid, and you had a choice to make. When initially it did appear like he was trying to protect him, but that's a male. Male's not used to dealing with the young gorillas.
Do. Yes, they do.
That's how they deal with them?
Yes.
That's how they roll?
Yes, I Googled up. Sometimes they're a lot closer to their kids than the mom is.
Well, in this instant,
but
he must got it twisted because that was not his kid.
But it was going to be. Let me just tell you. So the zookeeper called the 3 gorillas in to lock them in their little habitat where they were supposed to be at.
Right.
He didn't go because he saw something fall and splash in the water. So he didn't listen. He needed to find out what fell in the water. He seen it fall, well, the child fall in the water. And that's when he went down there to see what fell in the water. And it happened to be that child. So
right.
He tried to protect it.
Okay. Now the part and he was handling him very gently. I get that part.
Okay.
When he decided to drag him in the water, some people are saying it's because of the yelling and the noise.
Yes, when they hear a whole bunch of noise and yelling and panic going on, yes, and that's why he grabbed him like that. Then he stood him up. He checked him. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
He checked them, and then they started screaming again. So that's why he went behind the wall because it was too much noise.
Right. I saw that part, and you have a decision to make. Sending some kind of tranquilizers would have just agitated him.
Right.
And that possibly could have caused the child to be harmed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They had to kill him because they did not know what he was going to do. And it was too much of a risk. Partially, maybe 50% he was going to do something.
They didn't kill him down there, right?
Wherever they killed him at.
He took him up the ladder. He took the little boy.
Yeah, right. Like King Kong. Listen, I want to say this. And I said this. This was not Bubbles. This was King Kong.
And he loved that woman. He loved that woman.
Yes. But King Kong, this is not some little monkey. This was a 400-pound gorilla, endangered species or not.
And very intelligent, they said.
Yes. Now, it is unfortunate that the animal had to be put down, but he had to be put down. Mm-hmm. If they did not put the animal down and PETA and all of the sheep that follow PETA, using the PETA mindset, we just got to chill and see what happens. So and then the child was killed or mauled, it would have been all good. At least the animal living.
I think they're just angry at the mom, Michelle.
Sure, I get that. I get that. And she deserves 50% of the blame. But
I would never lose 7 at the zoo.
You can't say that. You don't know.
I can't say that.
Anything can happen.
I'm eternal. First of all, Michelle, you're at the zoo. It just comes to today, like technology. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. That phone can distract a lot of attention.
Yeah, it definitely. And I bet you her followers are up a little bit.
She shut her page down.
She should have, because I know they was roasting her.
I can't even believe she went on social media and said that.
What did she say?
She was just like, I want to thank the zoo, yada, 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 going in detail. And I was like, is this lady crazy?
Yeah.
They found out where she worked at. They went on their Facebook page. They had to shut their Facebook page down. They done pulled her husband's record. Like, they going in. Like, I don't know what made her think that she was gonna go on Facebook and make that announcement. Like, no one knew who you were. Terrible. But I wouldn't lose my son at the zoo. You go to the zoo, it's too many people in there that you're scared to even look away from your child because he may get lost or he might roam away from you.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens.
And you lose your son in Pataska Market. You're a dad. Like, we expect that shit from you guys.
But you're saying a mother should be, yeah. I mean, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. But like I said, I just feel that in any instance, when you have a rabid dog, put the dog down. Okay? If you have a rabid cat and there's a kid, put the cat down. If the little boy had fallen in the lion's den.
Oh, he would have been dead immediately. He would have ate him.
Well, yeah.
He wouldn't have had that much freedom.
All right. I mean, I don't think that the first instinct is to kill the animal, but I think that if you're left with no choice.
Yeah, if you have no choice.
You got to kill the animal.
And I don't think he might have gave that little boy back anyway.
Yeah, it was his boy. That was his son.
Right.
Like,
my son
this
now.
is Tarzan. This is a real Tarzan here.
This is my jungle boy. Like,
always wanted a son. What
right. He was about to be his son. He was not going to give that baby back.
But let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at The Diamond K Show. RadioOnFire.com.
Keep the kids close.
Yeah, definitely.
Guess what? Every time Seven's bad now, guess what I say to them?
What?
I be like, that's why people let their kids fall in the gorilla pit at the zoo.
All right. Last thing I want to touch on here. I want to start by saying this. Prince is my favorite singer.
Are we going there?
Prince is my favorite singer.
Well, let him rest in peace.
All right. But I call out Jamal Bryant for stuff that he does. I call out many people for stuff that they do. I call out myself for stuff that I do, okay? I have slept with women who were not my wife. Because I've never been married, okay? So I call myself out on stuff that I've done, all right? Now, I have to call people out for stuff that they do. Prince lied to us. Prince made it seem like he was somebody other than who he was.
How did he lie to you?
Prince misrepresented himself.
No, he didn't.
How did he not?
Because that is his medical, personal business. And it's not for his fans to know. That's how is he lying to you?
Prince tried to act like he was Jehovah's Witness.
He was a Jehovah's Witness.
Like he was eating clean.
He was eating clean.
I only serve tofu. I don't eat meat.
He was eating clean.
He acted like when Michael Jackson died, like, not me.
Because he wasn't taking what Michael was taking. That's the difference.
I feel cheated.
Why?
I feel like he acted like, I defended him a lot. He acted like he was not somebody who partaked in drug use.
He wasn't taking it. He was taking medicine for his pain.
Did you see him pacing in the parking lot of the pharmacy?
He was in pain.
Here's my thing. So prescription drugs are one of the worst things in this world.
Okay. And he probably got addicted to the opiates, which he probably was. So how did he lie to you?
Okay.
He didn't come out and say, yeah, I'm addicted to opiates.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. Prince could have helped a lot of people because they listened to him. He could have talked about his addictions, and that could have helped people try to fight it. Like him acting perfect and holier than thou when he wasn't.
When people are addicted to pain medicines that are given to them by a doctor, they don't feel that they're addicted. First of all, Prince did not think that he was an addict.
I'm sure that Pookie didn't think that he was an addict.
People who are addicted to prescribed drugs do not think that they're addicts because a doctor is writing them a prescription. They get their medicine at the pharmacy, which means that they are not an addict. They're not waiting on the corner to get served. They're not meeting a drug dealer or whatever to get this medicine. So they don't feel that they have.
The doctor is a drug dealer.
ones. Yeah, they're very, yeah.
My issue is that because it comes from a quote unquote doctor, that makes it worse because the government does not care because they're getting money off of it. They care about the illegal drugs because they're not getting money off of it.
Exactly. But that's the hardest addiction to break because those people don't feel that they're addicts. And I'm definitely
DMX thinks he's an addict. I think so.
He was sniffing coke, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's different. That's different.
So you don't think Prince lied? You think he's telling the truth because you think it's the truth in his estimation.
And Prince probably didn't think that he was an addict. He personally felt like no one should be in his business. Nobody even know Prince's business for real. So like he kept it as a condition, a medical condition. So how did he lie to you?
All right. I mean, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I mean, I see your point, and I'll take it under advisement. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
Still eat clean, and he was a Jehovah's Witness, and he popped opiates. He just didn't tell you that part because that was his personal business.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at the Davin K Show.
He never looked high. I ain't never seen Prince.
RadioFire.com.
Did you ever see Prince look high?
Yes.
You did?
It did. At the time, I didn't think that it was. But if you listen to some of the songs, see, listen, I'm not buying this. The only time he used drugs was when in a hip replacement. Do you hear some of the songs that we love from Prince? He sounds high on there. The only drug Prince took wasn't that. You know why they cremated his body so quick? Because they didn't want y'all seeing all the track marks and all that kind of stuff that was probably going on, allegedly.
Are you saying that he was shooting up?
I don't know what he was doing. All I know,
you don't trust the nigga.
All I know is that he did not keep it real with his fans.
Oh my goodness.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh my.
All right. So on to another topic. There was a father who attacked the killer of his teen daughter and two other women that this piece of crap killed. But he literally, you can see the video, he literally threw his body. You know how you throw a javelin or a ball or anything? He threw his body like that. Like it was like he was Jimmy Superfly Snooker and he just jumped. Oh,
he missed them. Like,
but he should have threw his body a little bit more. Right. And so he said that when he turned around and he hit me with that grin, I lost my mind. I definitely understand his pain. And because he was smirking the whole time.
When they moved him to the other side, he was smirking.
Yeah. So this happened in Cleveland. So he was sentenced to death. Let me say that. So he killed these three women and wrapped their bodies in garbage bags. So the father, Van Terry, his daughter was killed. And so he was given a victim impact statement. So this is something that they do, talk to the jury and just let them know how they're feeling. Right. And the killer, Michael Madison, gave this crazy smirk. Mm-hmm. And Terry just lunged at him, and immediately he was swarmed by the sheriff's deputies and all that kind of stuff. Why couldn't the sheriff's deputies just kind of fall back a little bit? Right. You know what I mean?
I guess they gotta do their job though.
But and I mean, he was handcuffed, so maybe he couldn't really
defend himself.
Yeah, and maybe he has a lawsuit. Could happen if he got beat up. Maybe.
Did I tell you I had a sit jury duty on Monday?
Oh wow! So, well, before you get to that, I don't know. It's just he's getting a death penalty, definitely, and she could have chose to sentence him to life in prison without parole, but the judge, that is, said that the horrific nature of the crimes far outweighed the evidence presented to spare him, including an abusive and chaotic childhood. So he did have an abusive. So they tried to play it was rough for him, that whole thing. But jury convicted him multiple counts of aggravated murder and kidnapping. So this piece of crap is gone. You can understand his anger, right? You don't fault him for that. So jury duty. I sat on jury duty in the fall. And is this your first time going to jury duty?
Yes.
So downtown Baltimore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yo.
What did you get called on the case?
Yes.
Nice.
But no, Diamond. So, you know when they're like picking you, like when you're in the courtroom,
Right.
and they're like picking you. So I'm like tired. So the judge goes into this speech about the history of the courtrooms down there when it was built, the yada yada. There's a museum and such and such. So I doze off. Yo. But Diamond, not doze off, like I'm fucking sleep.
You're sitting on the. Where are you? Have you been selected? Or you're in that? You're in the courtroom where they have a bunch of people in there.
Right.
Were you in the back?
I'm like 1, 2. I'm like in the fourth, like the third little bleacher thing.
But
right?
you have yellow hair, so you stood out.
I had dark hair that day.
Okay.
I wore dark hair, so they
You didn't stand out.
Stand out.
Smart.
So I'm sleep heavy, like I hear someone calling my name in my dream. So I wake up because this person is screaming my name. I wake up and it's the judge screaming my name to tell me that I need to come and sit down where the jury sits because I'm juror number 2. But I was like in such a deep sleep. He was calling my number repeatedly, and then he started calling my government because he knows that I'm in there. I'm just not standing up. It was so embarrassing because you know when you jump out of a sleep, you don't know what's going on. So I'm like grabbing my stuff. I'm going the wrong way. He's like, no, you have to go this way.
You thought you was going to leave.
Exactly. He's like to the jury seating. So I go over there and I sit down, and I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. You don't even want to know what the case was about. Baltimore finest.
Was it?
Yes. Suing a female for hitting him in a marked car.
You mean they had pressed charges? He wasn't.
No,
suing
he was
her.
suing her for $17,000.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the case over?
Yes, it's over.
So obviously the police won.
It only took us 5 minutes to make a decision.
Police won, obviously.
Hell no, he lost.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the nationality of the police officer?
Black.
What was the nationality of the lady
Black.
suing? Did she testify?
Yeah, they both testified.
So what? He didn't seem believable?
Yeah, he's a liar. He was a liar.
Is he still on the force?
Uh-huh.
Did she cry?
Nope.
Was
She told us. She told what happened.
So what happened?
He lied, and you've seen this all the time. The officers with no patience at the light,
Sure.
and they go through,
Okay.
just drive on through. Well, he did that 11:30 at night on Martin Luther King and Drew Hill, going to Club Select to do a head count. He goes through the light. He claims that was green, and she just came and made the left-hand turn and smashed into him.
So was he in a marked car?
Yes.
Okay. So he was suing for but did he have a neck brace on?
He has constant headaches now. His left leg gives him problems. He missed all these days out of work. Bullshit.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't.
First, his sirens was on and his lights was flashing when he proceeded to go through. But then when he sat as a witness on the thing, his lights were off because why would he have his lights and siren on when he wasn't going to emergency call? And he checked his peripheral. Hello, if you have a green light,
So essentially, he ran the light.
Yeah, he ran
That's
the light.
how it happened. So it was his fault.
It was his fault, but he blamed it on her, saying it was her
How many
fault.
times does that happen?
All the time.
I've seen it happen plenty of times.
Yeah, because he got another one just like that in 2014.
Oh, this lawyer did his own work.
Yeah,
Her
it was a
defense lawyer.
woman. Yeah, she had
Okay.
2 lawyers.
Yeah.
She was ready for that ass.
Okay, so she won. Was she countersuing?
No. She's
was
just
her
like
car
want to get
damaged?
on with my life. Yeah, her car was damaged. They both went to shock trauma.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it was a horrible accident.
So they had pictures of all.
Yeah, because you know that light when you coming up Drew Hill.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not Drew Hill, Martin Luther King, the
Right.
turn. You know that light changes real fast. So she probably was speeding to make that light, but her light was still green,
right.
green arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tore the
So
front off of his car.
and they had pictures of his car too.
Mhm. Yeah, but he was a liar.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily like the police, so
I do like the police, but he should. I mean, when you have your jury is 2 black women, 2 black men, and 2 white women, and the white women are like, he's a liar. Just didn't make sense. 17,000. Yo, his medical thing was stacked this high, and her attorney was like, okay, you went to your lawyer like right away to file a case.
like right away.
Right away. He didn't even go to, they go to Mercy Hospital to get checked up when they get in accidents. He didn't even go there right away. He went there later. He went right to his attorney to start physical therapy and all that bullshit. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was unanimous.
Yes, it was unanimous. When we called, they was like, y'all done? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? We like, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all want to get out of there too. How many days did this? How many days did this go on?
It's just one.
Mhm.
How long has this thing been going on? Since 2013.
So the accident happened in 2013,
Mm-hmm.
but it's finally over.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, there you have it. With that. All right. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at The Diamond K Show. RadioOnFire.com. If you miss any episode, you can always log on to RadioOnFire.com and check that out. We'll be back on Sunday. Sunday it is. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to the mothers that can keep their kids in their IV.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to y'all.
Ooh, 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 ooh.